primary role of a domestic violence prosecutor is to ensure that justice is done. And in our pursuit for justice, there are a couple things that we focus on. The first and foremost is victim support. We want to make sure that victims that experience criminal conduct within our city are supported through the criminal justice process. We also want to make sure that our community is safe while we pursue justice. And lastly, we do want to hold defendants accountable for the domestic violence conduct that they commit within our city.
The state can proceed at trial on a domestic violence offense even when the victim does not appear. Due to the nature of domestic violence cases, a victim may not appear for various reasons. The rules of evidence and prior case law allow the state to proceed without a victim. This is called evidence-based prosecution. The state can use other evidence such as 911 calls, photographs, and on-body camera to move forward with its case and satisfy its burden of proof.
In the city of Scottsdale, we have a specialty court specifically for handling domestic violence offenses. And that court is headed by a judge who is specifically domestic violence trained. And the role of that court is to eliminate physical violence within the home, within that familial unit, within intimate partnerships. We want to make sure that we are doing our part to eradicate that power and control dynamic that can exist in domestic violence relationships. Another huge part of our domestic violence specialty court is providing access to victims. And we want to provide access whether you have a criminal case in the city of Scottsdale or not. We want victims to feel welcome to come to that specialty court to get resources, to get assistance with getting an order of protection, and to feel welcomed and supported through that process.
At a minimum, a person who is found guilty after a domestic violence trial or enters a plea agreement to a domestic violence offense must complete a 26-session domestic violence education course. A state's plea agreement or the judge after a trial can impose additional penalties such as fines, fees, probation, and substance abuse programs if applicable. A victim, under victims' rights laws in Arizona, may come to court or provide statements to the judge and provide input on what they believe is an appropriate sentence.